You're the next big thing. A star they missed, because this message is not random. You didn't find it by accident. You were led here. This message is for two people. The one who was betrayed and the one who caused the betrayal. Both hearts are listening tonight. The betrayed. Why did they choose someone else? Why wasn't I enough? Why did they throw away everything we had like it meant nothing? They didn't throw you away. They threw away their assignment. You were not their loss. They lost access to your destiny. Sometimes people walk out not because you lack value, but because they lacked vision. The truth you don't see yet is this. Some people are removed from your life because they are not built to handle the level God is about to take you to. Not everyone can walk with a star while it's still rising. Some people only want the spotlight version of you, not the building, growing, healing version. It still hurts. Yes, because betrayal cuts deeper than rejection. Rejection says, I don't want you. Betrayal says, I pretended I did. But hear this carefully. What broke you did not destroy you. It revealed you. You were never ordinary. You were the peace they prayed for, the loyalty they needed, the love they didn't deserve, the blessing they weren't ready to steward. They thought they found something better. But they didn't find better. They found easier. Better requires growth. Easier requires nothing. The person who betrays you rarely understands what they lost until they meet what they chose. And when reality replaces illusion, regret is born. The betrayer. I thought I made the right choice. You didn't choose wrong because someone else was better. You chose wrong because you didn't understand what you had. You confused peace for boredom. You confused loyalty for predictability. You confused stability for lack of excitement. You didn't realize that what felt calm was actually rare. Some lessons don't arrive as punishment. They arrive as consequences. You weren't cursed. You were corrected. Because when someone mishandles a genuine heart, life often teaches them the difference between attention and love attraction and commitment chemistry and character. And that lesson rarely comes softly. To the betrayed one listening, they thought they upgraded, but they downgraded peace for chaos. They traded sincerity for illusion. They exchanged depth for surface. And now they are learning. Not because someone punished them, but because reality always exposes what fantasy hides. So why did it have to happen this way? Because your destiny could not fit inside the life you were trying to hold on to. The betrayal wasn't the end of your story. It was the exit door to your next chapter. Some doors don't open until others close. Listen closely. You are not falling behind. You are being lifted. While you were crying, God was clearing. While you were grieving, God was repositioning. While you were hurting, He was opening doors you never imagined. You don't see it yet, but you will. The same people who overlooked you will one day see you shine. The same person who walked away will one day understand what they lost. And the day they realize it, you won't be waiting. You'll be walking forward. This is where everything changes. Not when they come back, not when they apologize, not when they regret, but when you heal. Healing is power, because healed people don't chase, don't beg, don't compete, don't prove they know their worth. You don't need revenge when God handles justice. You don't need closure when truth becomes obvious. You don't need validation when peace replaces pain. God has a pattern. When someone is betrayed, yet remains faithful in heart, He restores them publicly. He lifts them. He favors them. He opens doors no person can shut, not to prove something to the betrayer, but to fulfill something within you, because your story was never meant to end in heartbreak. It was meant to begin after it. Sometimes people leave not because you weren't enough, but because they sensed they would have to grow to keep you. Growth requires humility. Humility requires maturity. Maturity requires accountability. Not everyone is ready for that, so they choose what matches their level, not their potential. To the one who was betrayed, you were not rejected, you were redirected. To the one who betrayed, you were not lucky, you were warned. Because mishandling a genuine heart is one of life's greatest mistakes. Here is the truth most people never realize. The person who betrayed you did not block your destiny. They activated it. Because once they left, you began becoming. You began healing. You began growing. You began discovering who you really were. And the version of you rising now, that version is unstoppable. Say this slowly. I am not what they lost. They lost what I was. I am not broken. I am becoming. I am not rejected. I am rising. One day they will see who you became. One day they will realize what they lost. One day they will understand the magnitude of their decision. But by then, you will no longer be waiting for them to see you, because you will finally see yourself. You're not just healing, you're transforming. You're not just recovering, you're rising. You're not just moving on, you're stepping into your calling. You are not their loss, they missed a star. If this message spoke to you, replay it whenever doubt tries to return. Healing is strengthened through repetition. Subscribe if you're ready to rise, heal, and walk into the doors God is opening for you. If you're choosing healing over hurt, type, I'm rising.